Hi, my name is Nicky Doyle. I wrote the free ebook 10 Golden Rules of Successful Betting you hopefully enjoyed a few days ago. Those same 10 golden rules I have used to win £30,000 per year betting on horse racing. As you can imagine, such ongoing winnings have changed my life and that of my family, wife Anne and our two girls Emily and Laura. We are 2 years living in our new house and enjoyed a great family trip to Disney World in Florida last January. Heck, it was just before COVID-19 struck. But life wasn't always like this, or as easy, that is for sure. When I started betting, I was like every other dreamer and wasted thousands of pounds on my betting. You see, I was looking for quick riches and instead I got a big hole in my pocket. I tried several so-called tipsters and their premium phone lines. Between my own bets and following tipsters, I lost around £25,000. Bank credit and credit cards were maxed out and a young man in his 20s stuck in a dark hole. It was the Celtic Tiger boom years in Ireland, but I certainly was not doing well. Around this time, I joined a tipster service that charged £150 a month. They recommended betting at £100 per selection. His past record was brilliant, but sure enough, as soon as I signed up, he went on his worst losing run ever, dropping over 50 points in 12 weeks. Work it out, 50 by £100 is £5,000 in the red. That was the last straw and a huge turning point in my life. I decided there and then that I needed to change. It was time to take control of my betting and not the other way round. I needed to learn to have confidence in my own abilities and to keep patient when things were not going my way. Of course, it took a lot more than simply deciding to change. I had to put a plan into action to reverse my losing habit. I started by watching more races, and particularly the better races where you can be sure every horse is primed and trying their best to win. I got to know horses and their preferred conditions and distance. In the national hunt game, as well as ground preference and distance, I really concentrated on how well the horses can jump. It's amazing how often a horse with huge ability loses a race because it is not a natural jumper. Anyone remember Carville's Hill or more recently Bacardi's? It's just impossible to know all the horses running and their characteristics, so I decided to concentrate on the top end of racing, which I love to watch on the television or at the track anyway. The switch to form analysis and the much improved knowledge of the top tier racehorses helped turn my betting fortunes around. Finally, I began to understand what commentators meant when they said a horse was valued at a certain price. As per my 10 Golden Rules of Successful Betting ebook, the following steps were taken in earnest to change my betting for good. I resisted the temptation to chase my losses. I created a betting logbook where all bets were recorded. I studied races in search of value betting opportunities and did not bet unless I felt I was getting on at a value price. A proper staking plan was devised and stuck to. Hours were spent studying the racing form as much as I could. Over time, I knew the form off the top of my head of the horses I was backing. I studied and observed the patterns of the top trainers and jockeys. Like all athletes, I accepted that horses are not machines and will not be at their peak for every race. Hint, trainers like to race plan. I could spot when a horse had been primed for a big payday race. Here's the rub. Form analysis, value and patience proved particularly important factors in winning. After wasting over £25,000 of my own betting, I started to win. I started to win because I was in full control of my betting. I was more patient and knowledgeable on racing. It became easier to spot a horse that was available at a value price. That is, available at a bigger price than it should be with the bookies, relative to its chance of winning, in my opinion. Value betting is what helped the profits to arrive, and real profits at that. Winning more helped to grow and build up my confidence. The more I won, the better a punter I became. As I kept winning betting at value odds, the more I knew I had the bookies cornered. The tables had turned, and finally I had the bookies beat. From 2008 to 2012, my betting profits grew and so did my stakes, as I won back every penny of the £25,000 lost previously. I was in the black, and the bookies knew they were dealing with a different type of punter. As I won more and more, the CC emails from bookies, so familiar to us today, started arriving in my inbox. Restrictions came quickly from several bookmakers, as if they were sharing information about my success. You guessed correctly, they were sharing and blacklisting winning punters' details. It was in December 2012 I launched the BetAlchemist website to help punters turn the tables on the bookies. Just like I had done, it was and is my mission to help punters to make a few quid instead of losing their shirts. I and my small group of happy subscribers have been quietly winning tidy sums from the bookies for years. Check out betalchemist.com/results. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. This is Nicky Doyle signing off for now.